It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. On the Carolina sideline, here's a look at head coach Dave Canales. These guys just about set to go in this one. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And we're underway in Seattle. We dodged the tackle, and this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by the Louisville products. I know those folks are excited for them, as are the folks from Texas Tech and Oregon. Here's Tyler Shuck.
I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
13 yards on the play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, here's Shuck. That's a catch, Jaxon Smith-Njigba. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
20 more yards. That's another Seahawks.
Walker on first down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All set now, 1st and 10.
9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Will give up the gut to Walker. Shoves him off. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
He's out of bounds.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion.
3rd down and
3rd down, here's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. All right, So a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will. But I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But you can't start much better than that.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Reek Woolen. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A pickup of 17. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down, Young. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
11 more yards.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Panthers, first down.
The inside give to Dowdle. He's still going at the 30. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the ground again with Dowdle. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Young working from the gun. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hold this one away.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Into the hands of Leggett. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
20. That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
and 10.
The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Now Shuck to throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Shuck now from the gun. Complete right side to Washington. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To throw again here, it's Shuck. Steps up and he's running with it. And Shuck's going to have him the first down as he slides in safely.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the 2nd time, we take a look at this Panther offense. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. He'll step up, and there he goes. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. To the air on 1st down. Young. Taking off with it again.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Short pass brought in. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
report. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Falcons. And here's the Packer wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Packers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is Patrick Mahomes. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Chiefs would go on to a 12-point victory. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Cowboys. And it's Jaden Blue. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. The Cowboys come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these 2 teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. We'll take this at the 10. Showing a little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. We'll go with Dowdle on the run. Shoots away from one. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
First down. A gain of 30. First down, Carolina.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
4 yards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Young. Has it down close. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown. And heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shuck working from the gun. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10.
All set to go now from the 35. Shuck now on first down. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
Like you say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks offense running out now. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Smith-Njigba. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Complete to Rashid Shaheed.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Seahawks, first down. First down.
On play action, here's Shuck. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Here's a design run. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. This from 40 on the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw it. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Carolina in punt formation. And plenty of hang time on this one. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It is cut left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Dumped off to his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw. Shuck. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled for a short gain.
4 yards on the pickup.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trail by 8. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shuck now from the gun. He'll try and run this. And Shuck's going to have him a first down as he slides in safely.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Here's a screen now for Walker. Still has room inside the 15. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
That's another Seahawks.
Here he is to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut it to just 2 late in the game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point
Back to throw. It's caught. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. And near the tail end of this game, we are all tied up. crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense was guaranteed. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Setting up to pass. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. But he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down. Throwing now. Looking slant route, complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Young again. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
87.
Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
And 4 at the 45-yard line.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Running right side by McMillan. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. This game now resting on the attempt from Eddie Pinheiro. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. The kick is good, he got it! And their season will begin with a win. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in Week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a mid-season level in the early goings of the season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Seattle.